Hi, I'm Kristen Beesley. I'm a psychologist and psychoanalyst practicing in Michigan. As a part of the American Psychoanalytic Association's Coping with COVID video series, we're here answering your questions about coping with this global pandemic. Today's question comes from Grant in New York City, who asks, I miss my friends. I miss going to the gym. I miss my way of life. How do I cope with this new normal? So, Grant, this is a great question, and I think what you're referring to here is the process of grief. There are many things to grieve right now, and one of them is the life that once was. So, for many of us, over the course of just a few days, the structures that we relied upon, our schedules, the ways that we connected socially, the ways we conducted our jobs, they changed very rapidly. And we responded and adapted and problem solved using the thinking and logical centers of our brain to make do and to move forward. This may come with the liability of leaving our emotional responses behind. So I would ask you, what are you missing? And what do you feel in response to what you're missing? Sometimes we want to leapfrog over the uncomfortable emotions, sadness, anger, resentments, jealousy, guilt. Take an inventory of how you feel. Be authentic with your responses to yourself. Another complicating factor with grief is guilt. So many of us have had the experience where a friend or acquaintance says, it could be worse, or at least. Now, their intention is to take the bad feeling out of you, but of course, this never works. Remember, as a human being, you have the capacity to have multiple sets of feelings about the same situation. So there may be a part of you that experiences joy with certain parts of this pandemic, or gratitude for things that you aren't experiencing that maybe others around you are. But at the same time, it's okay to feel the feelings that you're having, to miss going to the gym, to miss your friends, to be angry about that. Grief is not without its purpose. As we move through grief, we do develop greater capacities to tolerate setbacks and disappointments in the future. So know that you're building resiliency as you do this. Now, if you find yourself still getting stuck, say flooded with emotion or overwhelmed, can't pinpoint what you're feeling, or not feeling much of anything at all, this may be the time to reach out to a professional. So, psychoanalytically informed clinicians are experts in the areas of grief and loss, and they'll help you find, what is it that I'm getting stuck with? Might it be related to something I've already experienced? And how can I move through it? I hope this answered your question, and please feel free to drop any other questions in the comment sections below.